Howdy neighbors, welcome back. Quick intro to this video. So more and more I'm kind of into the idea of learning a cool break with like Monroe style devices and then being able to play that same break over 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 different songs, possibly tunes with the same chord progression. So that's what's going on with the 317 ride here. You can play it over lots and lots of different songs. Some of them would be Cabin in Caroline, Flat and Scruggs, Want to Settle Down, Flat and Scruggs, Own and Own. So the idea is that you can learn this cool break, and you can take it to all kinds of songs and tunes, well, at least one kind of tune that has the same progression. It's great, feels really good in the fingers. It's advanced Monroe style device work. So we've learned some simple devices like staggered arpeggios, the slidey lick, bounce lick, but this is getting into a little more advanced device work. So see what you reckon with it, and if you like this content, please give the video a like, leave a little comment, say what you're connecting with, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to, and please consider becoming a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/Noya Mountain Music. And there are a ton of new songs and tunes up at noyamountainmusic.com, so you can check some of those out if you want to level up. And without any further ado, here is the main video on the 317 ride. Here's a fun little Monroe style ride that you can use over a lot of different songs. So it'd be like full bar of 1, split bar 4-1. You might hear it. Works in a lot of different keys. Works real good in G. Take her up to A. B, go a little slower. So if we go back down to A, you'll notice, perhaps, that it's a major third, the high major third extension with your little finger, down to the root, the 1, that's your 9th fret, E, 5th fret of the E, 3rd fret of the E. So that's a 3, 1, flat 7, so 3, 1, 7. You can call this like a 3-1-7 lick if you want to. That's my working title. So once you get down to there, the flat 7, 1 E and a 2 E and a, it does this little arpeggiation with the flat 7 first. So 3rd fret of the E, this is all down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. 3rd fret of the E, 7th fret of the A, 4th fret of the A, 7th fret of the D, 5th fret. All right. So from there we got. This is where it gets interesting. Your next note is going to be an upstroke. It's all down and up, continuous, non-repeating pick strokes for the most part. Your next stroke is an upstroke on the open D, downstroke on the 6th fret of the G, upstroke on the open G. That's weird, but when it goes by fast, it's good. All right, so that's your whole G, whole 1 chord bit. And then when you get into the 4 chord, you got the bottom of your D chord, 7 and 4. So hit that D note, which is 7th fret of the G, do your little chop. So the first one's going to be a long 8th note. What's a regular size 8th note? Downstroke. And you start it again with your chop on downstroke. So down, down. And then the key to this is that you get your upstroke on the open D right after that. So down, down, up. Then 4, 7, 7. All right. 1 and a 2 E and then I like to do the upstroke on the open D to finish out those 2 bars. Excuse me, 2 beats of the 4 chord. And then I like to slide into this low 51. All right, so I got 1 and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E. So you're sliding into 9 and 7. And that's going to be 1 and a 2 E and a 3 E and a you start your reverse slide on the fourth beat, 4, E, and O. All right, so this is kind of like, if you're familiar with the slide, it's that same kind of deal, using your ring finger to slide from 9 to 7. 9, 8, 7, upstroke on the open G, that's all down, up, and then come back up with your middle finger from 5 to 6. All right. That works. You don't have to play the open G. I might encourage you not to do that. 9, 8, 7, 5, 6, and then get your upstroke on the 7th fret of the D. So you got 1 and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a. So the downbeat of the next bar that we're starting is going to be on the 6th fret. 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and. All right, so you're sliding from 5 to 6. That's your downbeat right there to the upstroke on the 7th fret of the D. And the downstroke, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So you got 1 E and a 2 E and. So again, the downbeat, 6th fret of the G, up and down on the 7th fret of the D, and slide from 3 to 4, picking them both on the A string, up and a down, then back to the upstroke and downstroke on the 7th fret of the D. So you got 1 E and a 2 E and, continuing from there in the context, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So this is a whole bar of the 1 chord. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. All right, so we already did this. 1 E and a 2 E and. So the of 2 is going to be coming back to your upstroke on 3rd fret of the A. 3, sliding that first finger up to the 4th fret. 3, and you're going to catch your upstroke on the 5th fret of the E. E and a 4 E and a. All right. 3 E and a 4 E and a. So you got 3, 4, and then the 5th fret of the E. E and a 4. And then come down your arpeggio on the 4th beat. 4 E and a. All right. So this whole bar, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. And here we're going to go to the 5 chord like this. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and. All right. Start with your 4th fret of the D. 4, 5, 6. Start with your first finger, then middle finger. 4, 5, 6. Then catch your upstroke on the 7th fret of the A. So you got 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. When you get to the 3rd beat, make that an 8th note. That'll help with the phrasing. 1 E and a 2 E, then 3, 4 on the E string, back to your 7th fret of the A, and that's going to be your 3rd beat. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, and just do a little shuffle there. And a 4 E on 7 and 4 on A and E. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E. All right, so we're halfway through. The second half is basically like the first half, except the very end is different. But let's play the first half and go 1, 2, ready, go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and. Here's where it changes. So instead of going 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a, we want to split this bar between 1 and 5 at the end. So we got 1 E and a 2 E and the of 2 is going to be the open D. 1 E and a 2 E and and here's how we're going to do the last 2 beats. 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. All right, so sliding from 5 to 6 with your middle finger, catching the upstroke on your 7th fret of the A. 3 E and a 4, then 5, 4 on the A string, middle first. 3 E and a 4 E and little finger on the 9th fret of the D. then ring finger on the 7th fret of the D. 1, 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. And if you want to kind of tag it out like this, just kind of go 1 and a 2 E and a 3. So you got your downbeat there, 8th note. Starting again with your downstroke on the 9th fret of the G, pulling down to the 7th fret. And then 2 E and a, sliding from 5 to 6 with the middle finger. 1 and a 2 E and a. The E and of 2 is going to be up, down, up on the 7th fret of the D. 1 and a 2 E and up, and then ending with your little finger on the 9th fret of the G. 3 and you're back in your chop. That's the whole thing. It's a lot, but it's super cool. See, I put a little 51 halfway through. To play the 51 double stop in the 1 chord over the 5 chord is cool because it creates this tonality. That's a suspended 4 before you're starting over. A very sneaky Monroe cool thing to do. So yeah. You know, this would work over something like, you know, Own and Own, or I've Lived a Lot in My Time. Hard to sing and play that at the same time, but you get the idea. It's something I would like to play. I've been showing it to some folks, so I hope you enjoy it. That's a little 3-1 flat 7 317 Monroe ride. All right, we'll see you.